Hello, welcome to this new section. And this section I'm talking about HTML forms. The previous video, last section, we talked about HTML tables. And unlike tables, where I said it's not something you find often or everywhere in every page or every site, HTML forms is like a major part. I mean, on every site, every page, you would almost always see form. This is Unsplash. This search bar like this, if I inspect the page, is nested inside a form. This is another search bar, is also a form. This is a button, it's also nested inside a form element. Um, let's see on Google Fonts. Let me reload this page. While it's reloading, let's check Bootstrap. On Bootstrap, you can see this is a search bar as well. That's a form element there. A button, or maybe just not necessarily, but this search bar is a form. Let's see, if you probably scroll through the pages, you probably find things like contact form and all of that, sending a request. All of those are nested inside the form. On Google Font as well, this is a search bar. It is also nested inside the form element. And this page, I've shown us this page, repeatedly. Let me close this a bit so you can see clearer. All right, so this is an example of a form. This is an input. This is a form, and then when we inspecting it brings us here. We can see the markup, the code for this. You can see we have a form element. Let me close it. Everything is inside the form. If I click on this to open it, inside it you can see we have an input. We have a button, and then the form closes. So forms are almost like everywhere. Let me close this back. Forms are probably like everywhere on almost every site, every blog. They're used to, just like the name is, you know what forms are in a real life situation. Used probably to collect user information, user data, and submit a piece of information, a piece of data to the server. So let's just define. Right, let's go to our HTML page. Now I only have on the page, I just have this H2 with the title HTML form. So we're going to write out the form. All right. I click on this and I enter. So this is the markup for a form. This was shown because of Emmet autocomplete. Normally, it is the normal way we write our element form, and I close brackets. I open another bracket / form. That's the closing tag. Okay. VS Code is always completing it for me. And then inside here, you have the form action, and then another thing you probably have is method. Those are the two things that you would always have inside your inside your form opening tag. Let me open this. I save. Now it's the same thing here. I just had to write it manually or one after the other so you don't get confused. Like, what is this? Inside your form opening tag, you have the action attribute. The action attribute is, for instance, if I'm submitting something, for instance, if I'm searching something, a user is searching something here. When they click on the search button, it sends the input to a server or probably to a site or to a server. So that is what we enter here. But in this case, we don't have anything. We don't really have anything. We don't have any we are sending that to you. Probably leave that when you get to backend or later on when you advance in the course, especially when you get to backend, you understand about all this variable. Although we're going to do a practical demonstration that we're going to use the action. But just know for now that there are two arguments you pass inside the opening tag. That is the method. The method set to post or to get. That is not something we should worry about for now. It's not something we should worry about for now. Let's just leave it blank. It is something you deal with on the back end when you probably get to learn back end development. But for now, we're going to leave it blank. We're going to leave the action field blank as well. So we have defined the form tags We defined our form elements. Now everything we're going to be writing, we're going to be writing them inside this, inside here, between the opening and the closing tag of the form. So from the next video, we're going to start with input elements. Now the form element has so many children. They have so many children. We have the input element and quite a lot of them. But then in the next video, we're going to start with input element. See you in the next video.